Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Observer of Football podcast. And today we have the man, the myth, the legend, Dennis Thompson from Trixafa. Dennis, how are you doing today?
Not too bad. Good. Can't complain. Everything is moving forward. As planned. Something's not moving so forward. Like I would like it to, but that's life, right? You got to make it work.
Hey, absolutely. And for you, especially being a busy man, you just got to make it work and go on the fly sometimes.
You gotta, man. You gotta.
Now, Dennis. Okay, I like to start the podcast off with a fun question. So
Yeah.
You may know I'm a goalkeeper. I've been playing goalie for over 10 years now. So I asked Raphael Owen this question. I want to ask you this question. Do you think you could score a penalty on me?
100%.
100%?
100%.
You're not even giving me that much credit, man. Come on.
It's not about that. You're confident that you could probably save my penalty shot, right?
Yeah. You're probably right on that, yeah.
I'm confident that I can score that PK on you. So whenever someone talks positive about themselves, even if they miss, it's either you save it or, what I'm saying, I totally shunk it because I wasn't prepared mentally. What I'm saying, but before we even step up to the spot, I'm ready to score.
Hey, I love that mentality. And you know what's funny? Raph told me that he said you could score me 100%, and he actually showed me a video where he did a backheel goal in game. He did a backheel penalty. I'm like, and it's actually funny because I challenged him to a penalty challenge, and we're doing a video in the next week or two. So we'll be able to see if he can do that. But next time I'm in Ontario, I might take you up. I might have to challenge you to a penalty challenge, see if you can score one.
I've scored a lot of PKs. I've missed twice in my entire life. Twice.
That sounds like
twice.
That's a good average. That's a good percentage, man.
Exactly. So
Hey.
A lot of people they're ready. They set up. They're like, okay, I got you. Okay, let's see. Bang. And I have one spot that I go to all the time, and it never fails.
Never fails at all?
Never fails.
See, I don't know why. I just get the feeling that you would like Pinanka me, like you try and ship me. I feel like
I am not that kind of guy. No. I bury them.
Okay.
I'm not one to do when it comes to like actual playing.
Yeah.
I get a bit more serious, not too crazy serious, but I get a bit more serious, especially when taking PKs. Yeah.
You don't mess around. You make sure that it gets with authority. It gets finished. The penalty.
Boom, bang. Keeper sometimes don't even get the chance to move.
I'm thinking like side netting or like top ins or something like that.
There you go. Side netting.
Oh man, that's like the goalie's worst nightmare because you can't really get there, man.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, hey, that's like honestly one of my favorite questions because like I love saving penalties, and that's one that I like to pride myself in being a pretty good saver of penalties. So I always like to start off that question because I always.
But what size net?
Is
it 11v11?
11v11.
Oh, you might have a chance with the 5v5.
Honestly, I don't like the 5v5s because it's closer, and it's just like, and they hurt more. Actually, I have a video where it caught me in slow motion, hit me right in the face, like slow motion in the face, and then like when I saved it,
Lord.
man, it that's why I'm like, you know what? Further back, I'm good with. So.
Yeah, no. I always tell people, being a keeper, it's tough. It's not an easy thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have a different mindset to stand in that net for someone to take a shot at you. Because fun fact. Throughout my entire life playing soccer and everything, now I love playing goalkeeper.
Do you?
Yeah.
What do you love about it mostly?
It's just learning something different.
Totally different game, isn't it?
Totally different ball game. I love it. At first, it was scary. I started to get to understand, especially small-sided games like 5v5, 6v5, 6v6. I have the option of, shutting down. Depends on the type of players that I'm playing against too, right? But at this time in my life, that's what I play most of the time now. It's goalkeeper. So it's so funny that you mentioned that you're a goalie. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie, I get scared when it comes to PK. So whenever I'm playing a game, I try my best to encourage my players to not go into PKs, or like do not create a foul in the box so that we can so they can take a shot at me. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? So that's a fun part. That's a funny part.
all right. Well, you know what? That's even funny that you mentioned that too, because like I love to see that perspective from you, because again, you're like an incredible freestyler. So going from like the outfield to going to the goal, I think you can make me. I think you could be a hell of a goalkeeper, especially with your
No,
footwork
that's
and
that's
yeah.
so that's the thing. So whenever I'm playing small sided games and stuff like that, now if it's 5v5, if it's five and a keeper, I have become the sixth player.
Yeah.
So a lot of people hate that. I played in one game where the referee goes, "Hey man, I see your game. Can you just kind of stay in the net?" I said, Why would you say that I should stay in the net? Because the players, they don't like it. They don't like when you come out that far. They feel it's like a disrespect. I said, if they're taking it like that, it's up to them. I I'm putting more. I'm giving them the opportunity. Hey, take your shot.
Yeah.
Go ahead, chip. You know,
You're
try
daring
your
them.
best.
Yeah.
And of course,
Yeah.
challenging them, right? So with that, he goes, okay. And I
So
said, let's go, ball on.
basically, I can imagine you being like an Emmanuel lawyer, being a sweeper keeper, being off your line, and always just being
No,
ready.
no, I'm talking about I'm at half,
Oh yeah. Okay. Hey, aggressive, aggressive. I love it though. I love
and
it.
I score,
There you
and
go.
I score.
So you're really giving. You're really giving. I don't know if you heard of a goalkeeper named Roberto Seni.
Where is he from?
He's from Brazil. He used to be a goalkeeper. He used to be designated for free kicks. He played in the Brazil league for the longest time. But yeah, anytime there's a team of free kicks, he would be the
Yeah,
main free kick taker, and he would score loads of goals.
yes, I think I've seen the free kick keeper, but I didn't pick up on his name. So now I got to really look into it now.
He's
That was like a long time ago. That
yeah,
was a long time ago.
he's unfortunately been retired for a
Yeah, yeah,
while. Yeah,
it's a while. That's a
yeah.
while.
But like
Yeah.
honestly, I don't know if you played FIFA growing up or I guess you
Oh
AFC
man,
24. Yeah.
woo! I haven't played the new ones yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been so busy. Like my wife goes, should you really spend that money and you're never home? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
So that begs the question though: what was your first ever FIFA you played?
The first ever FIFA I played was '98.
98. Wow. Okay, let me guess. Let me guess. PlayStation.
Yep, 100%.
Oh, okay. Yes, got that.
100%.
Oh, love it.
I
Love
was
it.
never an Xbox guy.
Oh, really? See, Nintendo 64.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the '64. I loved that James Bond movie. I mean the James Bond game. Sorry,
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye, my guy.
Yeah, such a good game. Oh, love it. Love it. Even it's funny now, still, I don't know if you, so some of my friends and I, we do retro game nights. So we play like
Yeah.
the old games like on PlayStation. Like we also play like Grand Theft Auto. We also play like, GoldenEye, Mario Kart. There's just so many games to play, but such a vibe. Such a vibe.
Amazing vibe, man.
Yeah.
Trust me, I love it.
So that also begs the question: did you ever play FIFA Ultimate Team when you were playing in the Xbox or PlayStation era, like 3 and 360?
You know what? I never really got into the Ultimate Team and stuff like that. Time wise, because I was so busy. Like even younger, like I was busy playing. I was out, so I didn't get a chance to like. I would play online, and I'll spend like maybe 3 hours online sometimes for 1 week, because I'm like, boom, after school, go, practice games. I didn't get a chance to be able to play like that, right? And then I started playing at a higher level, and then pushed me even more so off the system. I love it, but a lot of my friends used to come over and bro, I'll be sleeping and they're in my room playing FIFA. You know what I'm saying? Till
Oh.
like 4 a.m.
That's
And
crazy.
I'm sleeping, right? But whenever I get a chance, and I used to play, and I was the dominant one. And then I didn't play for a while because I'm like, okay, you guys practice. You guys practice. By the time I came back on to play, these guys are on a different level.
Put in those
I,
hours.
I'm telling you, I will go on it, and I'm talking about I can't even get two passes through. I have to do long ball, run through with fast player, and try to score. And these
Okay.
guys tie me, gets the ball back, attack with their goalkeeper. I'm like, bro, these guys took it to a different level. I'm like, okay, I've met my match now. Can you guys just give me some time to catch up? Nah, bro. They
Nah.
said nah. They said nah. I said, bro, I gave you time to catch up. When you passed me, give me some time. Nah, bro. They said. I'm like, okay, fair enough. But when we touch the field,
You're another level.
I'm on a different level.
Hey, there you go. Well, Dennis, the reason I wanted to mention that was because I'll give you some background for me. So I actually never really played soccer growing up. My friends were all into FIFA playing soccer on Rec League, and they needed a goalie because no one wanted to play goalie. So
Exactly.
I was like, sure, I'll play net. And then the way I got to learn more about football or soccer was building ultimate teams, playing FIFA with my buddies, getting to learn more about, all the players, all the clubs. And that was the way how I got to be able to immerse myself in the world of football. So that's kind of like how I kind of got into it. But how did you get into football by playing it and being a fan of the sport?
To tell the truth, it was something that I couldn't even get around. Like all my friends were playing it. I was born and raised in Jamaica, right? So and I moved here when I was 14, 15, right?
Yeah.
So street soccer was all we had. Like anything on the street, whatever the time of year is, if it's the Olympics, it's track and field. Jamaica's big on track and field,
The
right?
best. The best. The best.
I wouldn't say it, but I know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, anytime I watch the Olympics, I always watch Jamaican track and field all the time.
I'm telling you. So when it's Olympics, it's track and field. We're on the street doing like relays, runs, whatever it is. Everything that we did, cricket, playing soccer on the street, tennis, baseball, everything we did was on the street. So, but soccer was one of our main focus that all of my friends played, and so growing up, that was where our main thing, playing soccer on the street. Whenever we get a chance to go to the bigger field, normally the bigger field is for the older guys. That it's for the community team. So we didn't get a chance to go on the field because the gates were always locked. Sometimes we would like to hop the fence and get on, and we'll get chased off the field. But that's what really influenced me, like being around it all the 24/7. Playing street soccer. So that was the initial step.
Okay. So was was your parents or any siblings were also playing soccer at all, or were you just solely you playing it?
No, me and my brother, my cousin was a huge influence on me. Like when life was kind of rough with my family and stuff like that. What I'm saying, he saw that I wasn't trying out for the community team at 12 years old, and he went out of his way to go borrow one of his buddies' cleats. So me, my cousin, and his buddy, all three of us were one cleat.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
We shared one pair of Copa Mundials.
Talk about wow. Haven't heard that. Those
So
are classics.
and then with that, because I started to get more involved in playing and training, they stopped playing. They were working and doing all the stuff, right? So they left the cleats with me. So then so he goes, here's the cleats, go to practice, right? Use it for that. And then from there on, it took off.
Wow. See, I love to hear that backstory because I love to hear just the rivalries too with siblings and family members, especially in sports. But I love that story though, where they passed off the cleats to you and said, "It's yours. Take it forward." Love
and it was
that.
like 2-3 sizes bigger than my feet.
Even better, so you can grow into them.
I never grew into them because my feet never grew that far. But it was just to get me something to wear to go to soccer practice, and people the community coach before he flew like left Jamaica and went to the States to live. My younger brother, he used to love my younger brother, and my younger brother is a natural keeper.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
natural keeper, and so he used to prefer my younger brother because my younger brother was a bit more athletic than I am in certain ways and everything.
Right.
But he was very lazy. He didn't wanna. He didn't want to try because he was so good. Like I'm telling you, he's good. Like good,
Good.
really good. Like with no practice, with no training from like any top keepers. So when he started to try out for like a team when we were much younger, he would get the position no problem. And even the coach was like, "Whoa, have you played anywhere else?" He goes, "No." And natural goalkeeper. You can't find that. You
No.
can't find that.
You're born
And
with
I'm
it.
telling you, the guy was just natural gifted. But I find out with people that are naturally gifted, some of them they tend to not work on being better. It's just that they rely on just like what they got, and sometimes they don't have the love for it. It's just they're good at something, and that's all it is.
Comes down to like motivation and discipline, right? Like if you want to, you can have the talent, but then the other portion is you got to train. You got to be motivated to keep training and to always improve, right?
And to keep improving,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So people used to always say my younger brother was better than me, and say and then some people say, oh, when I as I got older, I became better than my younger brother. But people are like, oh, did you just wanted to just be better than him? Because I said no, I didn't. I just started playing more and learning more and pushing myself a bit more, and then I just started to pass him, and that's what happened. And he's my younger brother; he's 2 years younger than me, right? But it doesn't matter the age. Some people are just gifted like that, and there's nothing you can do. But it just comes with age and time, and then you will start to see the difference. It's not about being better because if that person really wants to do, they can actually work at it and become better. But he had no desire to do so, and then I surpassed him in every levels.
See, that's we talked about it kind of already with the other example, right? Like how your friends were also playing FIFA more than you. You're training, so obviously when they were putting more hours into FIFA, they were getting
Bust
better.
my ass.
Yeah. So it just shows you, right? Like you can have the talent, you can have the skill, but you need to put in that work. Because even if
You need to.
even if the highest skill level, even someone that's below you, if they put in the work, they'll eventually go past you.
They will. They will. 100%. I've seen it so many times.
And I feel like if you can combine both those together, that makes one of the best players.
That's Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, Pele, Maradona, and all the great ones.
So, speaking of those players, who you taking, Messi or Ronaldo?
I'm a Messi guy.
I'm same here. Honestly, he's such a just wow. The GOAT, he won everything. But I have to say though, respect to Ronaldo. So,
Yeah.
okay, how about this? So you're coaching let's say a World Cup team that's in the final. It's going down to penalty kicks. You have the last kick. You have Messi and Ronaldo available. Who are you putting in to take that penalty?
That's a very tough situation. So for me, I leave it up to the pros I would leave it up to them to decide.
Yeah.
Because you can't even choose. They're both so good. They both can score. They both can miss as well.
Yeah.
I've seen both of them miss. In the Euros a while ago, Ronaldo missed a PK in the Copa America.
Messi did too.
Messi missed too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it's just to show you that it's not that I don't feel it's the pressure they feel. It just happens. It's a part of the game.
Yeah.
You can miss.
It's a 50-50. Like that's what even Raph was telling me. He's like, you gotta think about it. It's a 50-50 shot between the player and the goalkeeper. And a lot of people think that it's like a 70-30 with the player should be scoring. And he was like, you just gotta rethink your mindset because even the best players can miss penalties. It happens.
Of course.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
The only thing that might throw a good player off is having a good goalie in net.
Yep. Like
now they have to think.
Yeah. Well,
I gotta make sure.
Yeah, you absolutely do. Like even like we see with Emilio Martinez from Argentina, like him,
Yeah,
he's also getting in their head, and he's a world class keeper too. So it makes you rethink yourself, right? Coming up and do that penalty.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, 100%. So like, I did a I was a I did a freestyle thing for a camp in Kitchener, Ontario, last year, and the goalkeeper coach that came from abroad, from Greece, right? He said to me, he said, Dennis, there's a few things that some people don't really know that goalkeepers do. They they watch your body language, right? Body language is everything. They pay attention to it. So if you, I think it is, if you bring if you're a right foot player and you bring your left arm in, you're going left.
Yep.
If you open your body, you're looking to go right. Buddy, he goes, it sounds crazy, Dennis. He goes, watch this, I'm gonna show you. And this is something that they study. So goalkeepers watch all of that now.
Oh yeah. Well,
But he said it now that it's at the highest level, the players understand that keepers know that you can also trick the keeper with that.
no.
But now you have to really pay attention more so to the ball now. From day one, they always said, watch the ball, do not watch the player. But
Yep.
a player that don't know that, when they start to close in like that, easy pickings for the keeper.
Oh yeah.
He already know
100%.
what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
He's like, go ahead. And he starts to see you run up, and as soon as you're about to hit that ball and you bring that left arm in, he's going to his left.
Love it.
Easy.
Love it.
Yeah. You know what I'm
Bro.
saying? So when he did that, I was like, my mind went like, what? I'm like, all of us, all along. I'm just, again, I'm a banger. I just bang, like, side net, whip it. I'm telling you, whip it. Like, no chance.
We would like to thank Subtle Savagery for sponsoring the Observer Football podcast. Subtle Savagery is a local clothing brand here in Winnipeg, Manitoba that specializes in top quality clothing ranging from hoodies, t-shirts, sweatpants, hats, and many more different items. With limited edition drops coming on a regular basis, you can get yourself top quality designs that keep getting better and better. Now, if you visit subtlesavagery.com and sign up for the Insiders Club, you can be the first to buy the limited edition drops when they come out. And not only that, you can also get a 15% discount on those orders. Please be sure to visit subtlesavagery.com and order your next Subtle Savagery merch.
No chance.
See, and I was always told by my goalkeeper coach that you looked at where they lined up with the ball. So, like, if they were at a really, like, I'll say a really tight angle, like a really a tight angle for it, that means they're going inside foot. If they came more at the ball at a straight angle, that means they're going to go more opposite side, like open their foot up. For like the for the lesser skilled players, obviously the more skilled ones are able to open their foot up or open their hips up last second
and trick you. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where it's like.
But that's what I'm saying. It comes with that sense of understanding technique, manipulating the situation, make it look like he's doing one, but he's doing the other.
Absolutely.
That's when you have a really, really good player. You know what I'm saying? And then you have those goalies that dances on the line.
Yeah. Love it.
And then it tricks. So a player that's not good, he goes, bro, I don't know where to go. For me, if you dance on the line, it makes it even easier for me because I wait for you to shift and then boom, kick it.
There you go. And then you freeze the keeper, right? There's nothing worse than being frozen.
But because you can't move while you're in the air.
No.
While you move off the ground, that's when I hit it. So you want to dance. As soon as you make that little hop, boom, you're
Just
frozen.
quick.
There's nothing you can do, of course.
Quick.
Because I'm going to give you a little secret about me.
Uh-huh.
I take 3 steps back.
Yeah.
So that means I'm coming in quick. Boom. Right there.
Quick
Boom.
hit.
There's no run up for you to think. It's
Love it.
step back, whistle blow. By the time you blink, I take the shot.
I love how aware you are of the goalkeeper because, like, that's what some people just don't think about, right? They just think about the ball and then where they're going to place it. It's the little things.
You got to think about it. Yeah, exactly. And if I like to take the third shot because I like to watch the keeper.
Yep.
So when my player goes to take the shot, the first two that go take the shot, I watch the keeper see what they do.
Just that
Even
one
if,
step ahead.
of course, even if I still could miss, I still could go up there because if the keeper's making really good saves, now I start to get a little jitter.
Oh, it's too good.
You know?
Well,
So
hey, well, thank you for that tip, by the way. I learned something new. I never heard about that tuck the arm and they're going left. Gotta start to use that now. Or
I'm telling you, it's
another little part to give me. So, are you going to use this against me though if we ever do the penalty challenge? That's my thing though. There you go. So, Dennis, I want to talk about when you were growing up and playing soccer, especially in the outfield. Now, I'm going to take a guess. Your outfield position. I'm going to guess left wing's what you played.
left back.
Damn.
So you,
I was-
no. So you're right there.
Yeah.
So I had, that's a funny conversation. So left wing is a straight winger, whether it's a left back or midfield.
Yeah.
It's still on the wing, so I can play overlap. So I had a conversation with a guy about the same thing, and he goes, "No, left the guy that plays in the defense and the left, that's just left back." I said, "But he's still on the wing. What if he overlap? He's still a left back."
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, he's a left back, but he's still playing on the wing. You're forgetting the wing. He's still on the wing."
Yeah.
And he goes, "No. Come on, you guys don't know football." I said, "Where is he standing? The midfielder is standing in front of him, and the defense is right there. It's just midfield and wing and defense, but they're both on the wing."
Yeah.
What are you saying? So if I play a 4-3-3, who's the winger?
Well, it would be. I would assume it'd be like the forwards or the midfielders and the left backs.
No. 4-3-3, like the formation, right?
Yeah.
Who is the winger?
So it would be the outside backs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when he's saying to me that only the midfielders are wingers, 4-3-3, your right and left back, they are your wingers now.
Yeah.
Because they're the one that's pushing up. So I'm like, you know what, conversation's over with you, bruv. I guess that. But yeah, I started off playing left back.
Okay.
And then as I got older, actually when I moved to Canada, they put me striker because I was fast, skillful. I was scoring goals, but I was bored. I got bored of that position very fast here.
Really?
Very, very fast. It was too easy for me. But I love defending.
Oh, okay. So, was it like? Would you say was it tougher in Jamaica, or was it just like you just got too good at the
way tougher?
Really?
Way tougher. Like, yeah. The competition is so high in Jamaica. One, because there's not many teams. So to make that community team, lots of kids, and you got to be the top. And what they do is, you don't have to be from the community to play. So they get kids from like out of the community to come and play for their team.
They want the best of the best.
The best of the best. So I could be good, and there's another guy that's better than me by like a pinch, and he can get over me. And that's what happened. I was training for a team that's maybe we used to wake up in the morning like around 6:30 in the morning, have to walk about 45 minutes to practice. And I did that for about a month or two.
Okay.
And me and two of my other friends, and I didn't make the team. So and they did.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I never made a club team in Jamaica. And when I came here, I made a team right away.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. But it speaks to like, I think that's kind of where like, again, I'm just speaking generally here, but like I think that's where Canadian soccer just has to push itself a little bit more. Because again, like I know in Jamaica and other countries, usually they want the best of the best players, and that helps push you to be better. And I feel like that kind of speaks a little bit what maybe the culture was at the time. It maybe still is this time right now. It's more about like there's less pressure to be better as much as like in other countries because you want to make the team.
There is, but also there's a lot more teams here.
True.
In the communities here in Canada, right? There's a lot more teams. Again, in my community, there was only there's only one team in my area.
Yeah. So there's a
So I
lot.
had to leave and walk about 45 minutes to go play for another community, which gets even harder. I can't make my community team, but I'm leaving my community to go make another team. It's even harder.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy to think about. Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's interesting though, because like again, I've Ralph kind of said the same thing about how it was in Ghana for a bit. Like he said that like they wanted only the best of the best players, and if you weren't up to the par, they would say sorry,
Yeah.
you're not on the team.
Literally by right there and then, once practice is over, all the training sessions, all the tryouts is over, they tell you, okay, listen for your name. If you don't hear your name, you can grab your bag and you can leave. There's no emails. There's nobody worried about your feelings. But also, we knew and we know it's a culture that we know. If you don't know, you hear your name. That's it. You go.
Just
We're
direct.
not. Yeah, it's so direct. So the funny thing is, when I started coaching here, I was an assistant at first. I had the same mindset. So the head coach goes, Dennis, no, 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 no. We don't tell the kids right now that they're off the team. I go, what do you mean? Like culture shock, like it's what I'm used to. So I was about to do that, which is right and wrong. You know what I'm saying? You want to let them know. You know, it's not like I'm like, hey guys, you guys are suck. You know, I'm just saying, hey, you. Thanks for coming out. That's what I was about to do. You go, no, 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 Dennis.
Oh, that's too good. That's and
Yeah. So I had to learn that too. I said, you know what? And again, as you're saying earlier, the culture kind of like softens everything a bit. That you feel like you feel like you should have made a team.
Yeah.
When you could, but you're not up to that level. So they sugarcoat it a little bit so that you can feel better about yourself. And it's fine. It's a great thing to make everybody feel, good about themselves. But you gotta also know that you need to understand that you need to maybe work on what you need to do to be better to be able to make the team.
yeah, it's kind of like that fine balance, right? Like for example, I played hockey a lot growing up, and they did the same thing where they would like let you know in a couple days after a tryout, and the
Yeah.
reasoning for that was because it presents that like they really took you into consideration and took the time to vet through everybody, not just making a quick decision on the spot, because then
Yeah.
that could hurt some people's feelings or feel like you didn't get the due process and make them why they didn't select you type thing.
And this is why so many people feel like so entitled, right?
Yeah.
Feeling entitled, you're not entitled to nothing if you don't actually put in the work and understand what it really means to accomplish something.
You got to earn it, and that's one thing
You,
that
you got
you have to earn it. And I'll tell you, Dennis, again, this me, I hate participation trophies. So we used to give like
I've learned to understand what at a young age.
yeah.
I think thanks for coming out, everyone. You know what I'm saying? Because I've gone through the system now, and even I would bring that even to Jamaica as well, because you want to encourage. At that age, you're encouraging.
Yeah.
Once you pass that age, now you know that there's an expectation. You know what I'm saying? The participation ribbon and the participation trophies and medals, that's for U9.
Yeah. I was gonna say a little bit older, like even for me, I was getting participation trophies at 11 and 12. That's what I'm kind of saying, and it's like
again, house league, maybe.
Yeah.
But once you step into the higher like levels, there's no participation. No, it's you win or you lost.
Exactly.
That's what it is. House league, everybody, hey, it's like an encouraging thing. You want to encourage them to keep on working, and some will take it. Some don't even want the part. What is this like? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they understand, but they also don't. They're not at the level to play at the best, but they have to put in the work if they really want it. They have to put in the work to get to where they think they want to be.
Exactly. So, and that kind of like, and I'm glad you were able to give more, perspective on that, because that does make sense. And I do agree with what you said there. I think when I was speaking, I was thinking of like older, like in that teenage years. It's kind of like where I was like, just hate that type of concept, because anytime I got that, I would just throw it away. I'm like, this isn't like I didn't do anything type thing. So it's a good perspective though, because you want to motivate those kids to keep playing.
Yes, you want to motivate them to not only just play soccer, but like do something, be active.
Exactly.
Try to be active.
Yeah.
Do something with yourself, and that's really and truly, I feel like, what that participation ribbon, trophy, medal is about, right? It's to encourage them to be active. You know what? Maybe I didn't make it in soccer. Maybe I'll do something else, and that's what it's about.
Absolutely, and I think that's like one of those aspects too. You just gotta like think about it from that perspective and like get those kids to keep playing and just keep doing something active, right? Like that's one of the main things to hone in on.
This podcast is brought to you by Ike Sportswear. Ike Sportswear is a local sportswear brand here in Winnipeg that specializes in soccer and basketball sportswear. Now, if you're looking for any jerseys that are club or international level at a cheap price, Ike Sportswear has got you covered. Recently, I ordered a Netherlands Van Nistelrooy jersey for the low price of $60. And I must say, when compared to the official branding from the Dutch international team, you can't go wrong, because Ike Sportswear has got you covered with affordable prices and quality jerseys. So what are you waiting for here today? Visit Ike Sportswear's Instagram page, where you can message them directly for the jerseys you want, or you can also text them at the number on the screen.
Sorry about that.
No worries. I was just going to ask you just about, I know you said you're coaching. I just wanted to kind of ask, like, what's your biggest enjoyment about being a coach?
It's to see that the players are actually developing 1% each time they come out. I encourage them, don't stress about anything. Just take the time, and I always break it down for them that they understand what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So they don't. It's not like just coming in and so I do a lot of private training, private sessions for players. I'm a private coach. I used to coach with a club. I realized my niche.
Mm-hmm.
I get right in there with the players. I get them to understand what their capability, are, and I get the best out of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's also like. So I also do like goalkeeping sessions for like youth and also for adults. I always found too is like tailoring your coaching. You gotta kind of get to know your the players or like the students, and then trying to be able to and just being able to adapt to like what to get the best out of them, to also motivate them, help train us to understand the way they learn. And that's one of the ways that like I found was really helpful coaching, because when I got to know them more on a personal level, I was able to help develop my training styles around to what they needed and what gets the best out of them. I find sometimes coaches just look at it like a numbers game, saying this is what we're doing, either you like it or not. And so that's just not.
That's very old school.
Yep.
That's very old school. And there comes a level where there comes a time in our session where it does get like that. That's when they understand now. They know what the expectations are. That's at that level. Once they get to that point, so there's a level each time.
Yep.
I tell all the players, I said, if you're going for a tryout, there's an expectation. How old are you? And they said, what team are you going for? And I go, that team demands. It's either you have it or you don't have it. You know what I'm saying? So I said, what do you want to work on? Some of them go, they don't even know what they want to work on. But also the age. I said, it's okay. That's why we're here. And some of them come right out the bat. I have some guys, the defenders, and they're like, well, I want to work on my shooting.
Why?
Do you understand what you're asking for? You don't play that position, right?
Yeah.
So why do you need to work on shooting? I am not saying that you can't shoot, but you need to understand your position first. And if the team plays in that way that it allows you to be able to shoot, that's a bonus. But your job first is to defend and execute a pass to get out.
Exactly.
And the ball advance, and you keep your back line safe. Are we playing wide? Are we tucking in? All of that, right? So a lot of time, what I do even with my sessions, I go and I tell the players, hey, I need your schedule of your games, so I can come and watch one or two of your games, but you will not know what game I'm coming to.
I love that. I love that concept. I love how that's a brilliant idea.
One guy tried to lie to me. 24-year-old. I'm coaching him, working on his technical stuff. The guy, I went to his game, hoodie, hat, everything.
Undercover.
I got there undercover. I got there 15 minutes before the game started. He was not there. He was not there. So I said, okay, no problem. I saw he came in almost at half. He has work.
Okay.
But he had the audacity when I saw him at the next practice. I said, hey, how was your game? He goes, we did well. We won 2-0. I said, okay. So why did you show up late? He goes, I wasn't late. Bro, I was on the sideline watching you coming in.
Oh, I would have loved to see his face. What his reaction was.
And then he goes, oh. And I said, okay, so when you went on in the second half, why did you do this when we specifically work on what you need to do in your game, and you go against what we work on? No, I did. I did this, and I said, so how did you miss past the ball? No, the player ran past. I said, there was no communication. You had the ball, you panicked a little bit and passed the ball. Should have been a bit more forward. You passed the ball where the guy was coming from. Yeah. Well, I thought he was going to be there. Too much thinking and not understanding what you need to do. Okay. My bad. I said, why are we here? Right? Why are we here?
Yeah.
And he goes, I know. My bad. I shouldn't have lied. I said, you can't lie to me. If you lie to me, I can't help you.
Yes.
I cannot help you if you lie to me. We're working. I said, you're going to lose your money, and then I'm just getting paid.
You're only hurting yourself, really.
Really and truly. And I'm really down to earth with them.
Yeah.
One guy, I had a session with him. He haven't showed up to train with me for about over 6 months. And he came and said he wants to try for his college team. I said, bro, impossible. That college team will not take you. Why would you say that? Because of the level where you're at. And I know that for a fact.
He goes,
oh my God, like I'm not too raw, but I give it to them, especially when they're at the age. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. I am not gonna give you a participation ribbon.
But it's that part of accountability, right?
Of course.
Like if that's that, and that's what gets the best out of players. You're not. It would be worse if you're sugarcoating it, because it doesn't help them, right? It doesn't help them get better. And
I said how I got better. I had coaches in the back of my head. Do I do that to you? No. I tell you, come back. Start again.
Yep. Start again.
I'm not yelling at you. I said, but know that when you get to a strong team, some of those coaches are not gonna coach like I do. So understand that.
Yeah.
They're gonna make you feel like you are the worst ever.
Yeah, and like, cause sometimes what they'll do is that they'll destruct you down, and then they'll rebuild you back up. Like, that's what they'll try and break down those habits, and they'll try and build up the wall, and build you up with good habits.
Talking about even for myself, when I went away to play professional soccer, right? I went away to Nicaragua. I got an opportunity to go play in Nicaragua. How that came about? There's a team that was a select team that was from our community, right? Only 20 players got selected for that team, and I was a part of that 20.
Wow. Amazing. That's awesome to hear.
At the age 19, I got that opportunity. I am telling you, I wasn't even a starter on the team, and a few of them were younger than me.
Crazy.
Yeah, the talent of on our team, ridiculous. People coming off the bench makes no difference.
It's just so
No
competitive. So competitive.
I'm telling you, like if the right back comes off and the other right back goes on, it's like no different. All of us are capable of doing the same thing, just in a little different style. Next level. Like I literally would sit on my bench like this until coach say, "Hey, Dennis, your turn." Went on. One team beat us 1-0 in a game. Oh, these guys, they think they're the best. Hey, we beat them. I'm telling you, the guy scored a goal. No keeper in the world saving it.
No.
It was a windy day. Top bins at the finest.
Right.
So they went onto the Ontario website and everything, and they talked the most smack.
Yeah.
Who these guys think they are? Yada yada yada. My coach saw it, and he sent out an email, and then he showed us at practice, and he said the next time we face these guys, no mercy. No mercy. The second time we faced them, I was sitting on the bench. We were up 6 in the first half.
6?
6.
Oh,
Six.
Talk about revenge.
And then 5 minutes before the second half, my coach goes, "Dennis, you ready?" I go, yeah, coach. Let me just put my shin pads on. He goes, "You don't have your shin pads? You're not serious, man. You're not ready." In my head, I'm like, we're not gonna make any change. 6-0. We're not gonna make any change. It's a waste of time.
Okay.
I went in. He goes, "Okay, get ready. Go to half. Ref, next change. Get him in." Goes, "Okay." I went in. 2 minutes before the half ended, I scored a banger from top of the 18-yard box. 7-0 at half. 7-0. Their coach walked over to my coach as we're walking off, and we're just like laughing. Hey, yeah, the guy over that wing, I don't know, he's not good. Like we're just talking, like we're young, very obnoxious, talking smack to the finest. These guys think that the coach from the other team goes, "Hey, coach, can I speak to you for a second?" I'm walking up and I hear it. And he goes, "Can we call off the rest of the game?" My coach goes, No, why are we going to call off the rest of the game? He goes, "Well, look at the score. It's embarrassing." And he goes, "Oh, I don't have all my players." Whose fault is that? You showed up without all your players. He had maybe 3 guys on the bench.
Yeah.
Because he thought he was comfortable, thinking he'd beat us again. Got comfortable and didn't realize we were on top of the league by a mile. And then he came out with everything like, "Yeah, don't worry, guys. You can't make it today. No problem. Okay, we got it." Yeah, you got 7 at the first half. That's what you got. Finished. Done.
What was the final score of that game?
So, long story short, he went to the referee. The referee goes, "You got to talk to the other coach. Has to agree." And he goes, "He doesn't agree." So, "Okay, you know what, guys, pick up your stuff. We're going home."
Are you serious?
7-0. That was it.
What?
He didn't want to play the rest of the game.
Okay, that's kind of that's really cowardly. Like, come on.
But exactly. So now, what do you have to say to your players? You talk the most smack
Yeah.
on the internet, and you talk to your players as if, and we don't talk like that. We will beat teams 4-0, 3-0, 5-0, and we don't even say a word.
Yeah.
That same team, some guys were going to Sweden, some guys were going here, some guys. They took me to Nicaragua. That team started to branch off all the players because that's what that team was supposed to be. It's a select team to start pumping the young players out of the country.
Got it.
But they thought that, and we were just like knocking. I'm talking about some Barcelona tiki-taka. That's what we were doing. Pa, pa, pa. Receive pass, long ball. How I scored my goal, ball thread through. My player could have passed the ball across the net for a tap in. I'm running. I'm playing the left wing. I'm coming in. He sees me on top of the box. He's literally on the goal line, like close to their net. Like their net is here, and he's over here.
Yeah.
He chips the ball onto the 18 up to the 18-yard box. I volleyed it.
First time?
First time.
I can imagine myself thinking like Robert Van Persie, like first time
That
volley.
same kind of shot. Yes.
Oh yes.
I volleyed it one time. I just came in.
Jeez.
One time volley.
Oh.
Finish.
Do you by chance have any recording of that? I would love to see if you had it.
Man, I wish.
Oh.
That's before everybody was like recording games on that level.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I am
Yeah.
telling you, man. Had me goosebumps.
Oh well, I can envision it, but like, oh, that must have been some goal. I could only imagine.
The guys were like, ooh.
Was that?
We came up, we're like, okay, we're gonna smash them more. You know? And my coach, he literally said, guys, I got nothing to say to you guys. You guys know what to do. We warmed up, we were like chilling, warming up. The coach goes, okay, guys, here's the lineup. Ba, 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 ba. Everybody else back on the bench. Go ahead. Start.
Just play.
Nothing. Just play.
Just play.
Ruin them.
Oh. That's how you know
Never,
you're on another
ever.
level. That's how you know you're on another level.
We went to Niagara Falls to play a game. Those guys heard about us. We start fighting at halftime. Again, because the style of play that we play, tiki-taka. They're like, yo, you guys think you can make fun of us? No, we're playing football.
Yeah.
We're playing. Like, we're just playing. We play against, like, some of the top men's team.
Mhm.
And they'll have a problem to beat us. That's how strong our team was.
No.
Madness. I wish I have flashbacks if I want to go back to those days.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you.
Was,
But like amazing.
was that volley the best goal you ever scored?
No. I scored another volley in futsal. You play futsal?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I love futsal.
Love futsal too.
I play with some of the best guys in futsal here in Canada. I play with a lot of the Canadian national players.
Yeah.
The ball, I'm playing in the back.
Okay.
The guy, I make a run.
Yeah.
He chips it all the way over, like, and so this guy that was playing goalie,
Mhm.
he was my keeper when I was in Nicaragua, best keeper in the country. That's what he was ranked at.
Okay.
I don't know how I scored this on him. I'm telling you, he probably thought it was going. I thought it was going out. That ball came over, left foot shot, boom, banger. From like almost the line. From the line.
Really.
Top corner to the right. He went like this.
Stunned.
But
Reading about it.
I said, sub, I'm coming off. That was too hot. Too hot.
Mic
That
drop.
was by far my favorite goal. By far.
I got
By
a
far.
question. Any chance that was recorded?
No, that's what I mean.
Damn.
A lot of them. I even searched for some other footage from my my pro games.
Yeah.
Couldn't find any good footage.
Uh,
All the footage they're like, once you download them and everything, it looks like crap because that was like 2009.
Oh, geez. Yeah. So that was like in the early stages. Okay.
Yeah,
But hey, I can imagine these goals the way you're describing them. Damn.
but
And I just love how you just like sub.
yeah, but
Love that.
I'm coming off. That was. I gotta go have some water on that one.
Love that. Oh my god, that's so good. So, Dennis Snow, I wanted to ask you. So obviously, I've been watching your content, and not only can you score bangers, just like you described, first time volleys, going top bins, taking subs on those goal celebrations, you're also one hell of a freestyler. Probably the best in Canada, I have to say.
You know what? Not to cut you on that, I am not.
I like to
But
think
continue.
you are. I like to think you are. But
I'm very modest. I'm more of an entertainer.
Okay.
I'm more of an entertainer than just like a freestyler. You know what I'm saying? I'm a freestyle entertainer. There's some guys that are doing some next level stuff here in Canada, man.
yeah, that's fair.
But the thing, the difference between me and them, I have fun doing it.
It's fair. Well, to me, you're the number one freestyler in Canada. So to me,
I get that all the time. And the guys are like, even the Canadian champion goes, what? No, Dennis is not. I am the best. Yeah, record, but people-wise, I beat those guys by far.
Oh, that's community, right? And also just how involved you are, how much all the content you post is just absolutely amazing. Yeah. I was just curious, how did you get into when did you start getting into freestyling, and how did you go about that whole process?
2006, 7.
Okay.
A friend of mine that I used to play with when I was 16. Right? So he once we done playing, he went away to France to go play and stuff like that, and he came back. So he started to get into the freestyle because he's always been the kind of guy love it, just doing the flicks and tricks with the ball, yada yada yada. Likewise myself. So me and him, we used to play striker together on this team, and we complement each other well, like unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? So when he came back from France and he started to messing around with the ball, he got in contact with a guy that was the number one freestyler in Canada. You know what I'm saying? Start working with him, doing stuff with Adidas. He calls me up. He goes, Dennis, I want you on this team. And I said, what team? I'm down for anything. And he goes, yo, it's a freestyle team and everything. And I'm like, freestyle? I can't do freestyle, bro. And he goes, trust me, you have the ability, you have what it takes. And I go, nah, bro, nah. I shunned him for like a year. He came back at me the following year. You cannot say no, Dennis. You have to join us. I go, bro, nah. When I moved from Jamaica to Canada, I saw a video on Nike.com with this guy doing this insane trick with the ball. I said, yeah, that's all camera trick. So when this guy introduced me to the big boss, they pulled up, they picked me up at a Walmart. So I'm looking through the rearview mirror. I'm like, yo, aren't you the guy from the Nike commercial? He goes, yeah. But it blew my mind. So that's where it started to roll. You know what I'm saying? And then I started to learn more and more. So I was training with my friend, learning all these different things, these combinations, having fun with it. We traveled a lot, you know what I'm saying, across Canada doing it. Then we started tapping into the US. Then I competed for Canada in the French Olympics, the Francophone Games, doing the freestyle and stuff like that. So it was a journey, but yeah, it was one of my really good friends. He introduced me to it.
Persistence. He's like, Dennis, you got to do this.
Yeah, he saw it, and I didn't see it. And that's why when I coach now, I can tell when players have it. Some of them might not have exactly what they think that they have, but I know what they have, and I know how to get it the best out of them to make them the best player that they can be in whatever position they need to play, and not what they think that they can play.
And that's sometimes like you need that person to give you that motivation and help be that person to help mentor you, right? Because you may not think, oh, I can't do that, but if they give you that support, they give you that backing,
of course,
give you that pushing, man, you can achieve what they're saying you can do.
Yeah, and then for me, people always say, you have to believe in yourself. Yes, I think a lot of it comes from understanding and know what you're capable of doing,
Oh.
you will not believe in the higher things because you don't know it yourself until actually someone see it and believe in you, and then you have to give yourself the chance to actually believe in yourself that you can actually do this and to keep on building on it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
someone first has to see it and like pull it out of you. Some people have it from the get go. Some people believe in themselves and they know what they can do, and they just keep pushing. And a little bit more encouragement from someone else that help boost them. Some
Yeah.
people just don't have at all,
No,
and others will see it and believe in you. And I always say, if someone else believe in you, now is the time for you to actually believe in yourself.
that's the key.
Yeah.
Yeah, because someone else can see it, and you, and then at least you have that support, and someone can help. Like for example, your friend, he helped train you, right? He got you in.
Yeah.
He was persistent over a year.
Very persistent.
And then once you're able to say, I'm committed to this, he was there, you practiced both together, and look where we are now.
And look where I'm at.
That is. I guess my one question though for that freestyle, what was the hardest trick that you had to learn, or that took the longest to learn?
The hardest trick, it was the sombrero.
Sombrero. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sombrero. Why? Because someone taught it to me,
Mhm.
and he was teaching me, but again, sometimes what you see is not what actually is being done.
Whoa.
So he wasn't really breaking it down to the math for me.
Okay.
So then I took it on and started to practice on it, and I was missing the whole middle piece of it. I had the start and I had the end, but there's the middle piece that's missing to actually make it look and give it an actual flow. So you can do a lot of things, but there's something that's missing sometimes, that to give it that extra extreme look.
Yeah, the extra
You know
layer.
what I'm saying?
Right?
It's like what? And then you're like, no, it's actually simple. And then when I start to understand it took me so long, and I'm like, holy, how long I've been missing this piece, and this is done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it took me a very long time. So when I'm teaching young players now how to do it, they're like, it's so impossible. I said, so how have you been learning it? Oh yeah, I've been watching YouTube. You're watching, but you're not paying attention. You're not paying attention. So when I go, okay, this to this to this, they came closer, like, no. I said, yes. I just gave you the formula. Now it's to actually do it more and more and understand, do not miss this step because you're gonna make a mistake.
It's just
So they're like, they blow their mind.
it's getting that final piece together, right? And then being able to put it together.
Yeah.
Not a better
totally.
feeling.
I'm telling you, and it feels good for me. You know what I'm saying? That I can now pass on these skills to these young players. I had a friend, I don't know if you've seen it, I posted a video of me and him. I'm teaching him how to do the AKA 3000, the 360.
I think I remember seeing that. Yes, I've ever seen a video.
Before we even started, I said, bro, I'm gonna teach you how to do this movie. He goes, yo, Dennis, that move is not for me. I would never be able to do it. I've been trying it at home. It's not working. I said, watch me. Buddy, he's like, okay. He goes, hands down, okay. I believe now. I believe. Whatever you want to teach me, I believe now.
Yeah.
I said, it just takes a little time just to understand, and I'm gonna show you that I'm gonna break it down right down to the like below the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then build it right up so you can start to see it and go through the motion. I always tell him, go through the motion. If you go halfway through the motion, you won't get it. But if you go right through the motion, bang on. You'll surprise yourself. You're like, you know what I'm saying?
Love that. Oh.
And it gives me goosebumps when I can teach like that. And that's an adult like myself.
Yeah.
And they always say, what? You can't teach old dog new tricks. 100%. I just taught an old dog how to do a new trick.
Oh, love to see that. And it's always good too to see how, when players just work it out for themselves. You give them the information, but then once they learn it and be able to practice it and commit to it, and they figure it out.
100%.
Best feeling.
100%.
Love it.
When I was much younger, when I started seeing the freestyle when I moved to Canada and everything,
Sure.
I used to sleep with 3 soccer balls on my bed. 3.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know what I'm doing. I just had 3 soccer balls. I love the game to the max. Like, to the max. Like, I would wake up in the morning, I'll sit on my bed like this, and I'll take one of them, and that's when I'm trying to learn how to even balance the ball in my head. And I was like this, just falling, and the ball's going all different directions. And then I start to learn how to put it on my nose, and I realized that it was falling side to side. And every day. And then I start saying, and then I start to let it go, and then I start to try to control it, and my body is like convulsing. Like I start to shake because I'm trying to control myself, right?
Yeah.
And little by little, I start to take my time, and I'm like, and then now,
Second nature. So comfortable, so smooth.
so comfortable, so smooth. I can put it from my forehead to my nose to my eye, back up here, there. I can put it on my ears.
It's like a muscle.
So comfortable with the ball now.
It's like a
It's
muscle.
all muscle memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all muscle memory now. Before, it took some time,
Yeah.
but I took the time to learn.
Yeah.
It took me a very long time. So when I start teaching the young players, as I said, how to do these little things, they're like, I've been working at this forever, and now you show me in 5 minutes. I said, because I give you everything that you need to know, and I break it and I slow you down. And I said, just be patient.
Yep.
Watch this, that, step by step, break it down. You know what I'm saying? Like on my shirt, I created this shirt. You see what it says?
To inspire. Yeah. Trixafa,
Yeah.
young talent.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm just here to inspire.
Well,
I give opportunities to so many young players to do this and to do that, and I learned now not to take a lot of things personal because of the way how I am. I'm grateful for every little thing. From my story that I told you that I was sharing one pair of soccer shoes with 3 people. Now I go back to Jamaica and I give back 100 pairs of cleats.
wow.
Yeah,
It's again.
you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm super grateful. So whenever if I start to realize that if I give someone a ball or a shoe or so, I let it go. I let them like be one with it, however they want. If they want to throw it in the garbage the next day, I've done my deed. I've given you something that you've asked for, and it's up to you to do what you want with it. I can't tell you what to do with it.
And then also speaking of that too, right? Like you're giving them that resource, but then to them that could be like the biggest thing in the world, right? Like that could not a little gesture, but that gesture can mean the world to somebody.
It's very little. It's how you expand it.
Yep.
That's what someone gave me. Someone gave me 1 pair of shoes to use. I can't count how many pair of cleats I have now. I can't count.
And
You know what I'm saying? That I have, and I give away. I've had guys call me, hey Dennis, can I have my shoes haven't come in yet, and we wear the same size. Can I get a pair of cleats? Yeah. I said, okay, beat this one up because it's one of my older ones. They said, okay, I'll bring it back. I haven't seen it yet. But I let it go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was one of my favorites, but I said, how many shoes can I actually wear?
Yeah.
I had to let it go. Let it go. And many more came after that. Many more, and it's still coming. So I give as much as I can. I try to inspire whoever I can.
And that just speaks to a lot of like who you are, just like, you know, giving that community, like giving back to the community, right? Giving back to the game, and just, you know, some of those things, yeah, like you mean, like they're something that someone else could maybe use, right? To give them something else. So just thinking of, it just really shows how much, like, you know, how you put others before yourself at times. In terms of,
You have
especially,
to.
yeah, like especially giving
You have
back.
to.
Because even like, for example, I had the same thing. Like I had a goalkeeper that I was playing with on my team. he didn't have his goalie gloves had holes all in them. Like it was just like held together by a string. I had one pair of Puma gloves I bought. I love them.
Yeah.
They're pristine. And I'm like, you know, I haven't worn these in a couple of years. I don't know if I'm going to wear them. But his name's Francis. But
He needed them, yeah.
Francis needs them, and I think he'll get more use out of them. So I didn't charge anything. I was like, here you go, man.
Take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and
he's like, what?
Yeah.
How much do I? Nope. Owe me nothing.
Yeah. And then just seeing him, like, you go to practice, he's wearing those gloves. He's like, just seeing the enjoyment on his face, like he's getting, shots are sticking to his gloves. He's being able to play better, and it's just like, it just gave me that personal satisfaction, like, like, hey, someone else is making use of it better than I would and getting more enjoyment out of it.
Of course, because it's sitting there. I had one of my, because I'm a Puma influencer. I know you've seen it,
yeah,
right? And I had a pair of cleats that I love, and I barely put it on. I took it out one day to go play because I'm like, oh my God, I haven't worn this in so long. I put it on, and I was playing keeper, and I went to go make a pass, and I passed, and I kind of dragged my foot a little.
Good.
The bottom came off.
Really?
Dry rotted, yeah. Hold on. Yeah. 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 The bottom just came off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that shows me, and I brought that to Jamaica on my trip to just give away, because those guys out there, they'll fix it perfectly, done, boom, and get it going.
Exactly. And just,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, continue. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. So you can continue.
No. Go ahead. No.
Okay.
I was just saying that's.
But again, it just really speaks to like how, again, let's go back. Those little things that you do make such a huge impact. Because again, when those, like, maybe it'll rip, but then people who really, like, that's really the thing to help, they'll find a way to fix it and find a way to make it work. Like, I've had guys who had the same, like, my one friend has had the Lionel Messi, I forget, it was like 2011 cleats.
Yeah.
Torn to shreds, like, had holes in them. Still
He won't let it go.
Still using it. Patches it up, tries gluing it together. Still plays with them to this day, over 10 years later. And just,
it's an inspiration shoe for him.
Yeah.
There's more than just. It's more than just a cleat. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's magic in there for him. We can't see it. We can't understand it, but there's magic in it for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he appreciates those shoes right to the drop. You know what I'm saying? Right to the end until they literally can't go any further, and he'll tape. Like in Jamaica, again, when I go back to my story in Jamaica, we would have a pair of soccer ball.
Mm-hmm.
No, we'd have a soccer ball, and the soccer ball will start to lose all the patterns and everything, and strip it all the way down, and we're playing in the dirt, and then it will be punctured. So how we play with it, we put the ball in the sun in the daytime, and the sun inflates the ball.
Really? Actually, I had no idea about that. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey.
Inflates the ball till it gets to like a match, like pressure. But the thing is, it doesn't last for very long. 10 minutes, it's back down. So we toss it back again and go, okay, guys, let's go get water, and come back again. Boom, it's back up again, and we constantly play, and then till we're like, okay, guys, I think it's over now. You know what I'm saying? It's been about over a month now that we're playing with it. You know what I'm saying? So we go, okay, how much money do you have? How much money do you have? How much money do you have? And we put together and we buy, you know that material that the basketball have?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went and we bought a soccer ball that had that same material. It stung. Like when you kick it, it stung. It stings your feet. Yeah. And we're playing bare feet. Oh my Lord. Ooh. It hurts. It hurt bad. You know what I'm saying? But we want to play.
Yeah.
We want to play. And that's what we have to do.
It's the dedication, right?
The dedication. And a lot of, even some of the guys that made the team that I was telling you about, you know, when I was in Jamaica, they never got to the level of soccer that I played. Never did. A friend of mine, when I moved here, you know what I'm saying, he was dating my sister at the time, and I didn't have a pair of cleats when I just moved here. And he had like maybe two extra pairs. And he goes, yo, here, Copa Mundials. A pair of Copa Mundials, size 7, but it sits on my feet perfect.
Ooh, the best feeling.
I'm telling you. A couple months ago, he hits me up. He goes, "Yo, Dennis, yo, hook me up with a pair of cleats, man." I go, "Okay, no problem." You know, he still doesn't even remember that he gave me a pair of cleats. He still didn't even remember. I said, "Bro, you remember when he gave me a pair of cleats?" I never forget that. I never forgot that. And he gave me a pair of cleats. And I got him a brand new pair of Pumas. Brand spanking new.
Wow.
To show you how crazy life is. So I reached out to Puma and I asked them, no, they normally send me stuff.
Yeah.
So they sent me a pair of cleats that I already have. They were supposed to send me the newer one. So they sent me a pair that I already have. And I'm like, "Hey, guys, you sent me another pair of this." The guy goes, "Oh my God, sorry, Dennis. I'll send you another pair." Right away in my head, I go, "I'm just gonna give this to my friend."
There you go.
I'm like, "But this is perfect. It came right at the right time. There you go." But and then a couple of days later, here comes the other one, the newer one. I just gave it to him, and he goes, "Okay, so what do I?" I said, "Bro, it's yours. It's yours." He goes, "Yo, mad love." I said, "Bro, again, you gave me a pair of cleats, and I cherished them, and now you ask me for one. How could I say no?"
Full circle.
Full circle
Full
again.
circle.
Again.
Just love the shit. That's amazing. Again, at the time, he forgets about it, something little he did for that, but again, it was such a big impact to you.
And that's what I said. Something little that you give someone is how they expand it to make it what it really means to them.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Well, Dennis, again, I know we're just a little bit over time. I know you're a very busy man, so I want to be respectful of your time. Again, I just want to say thank you so much for jumping on the podcast, getting to learn more about you, learn about your coaching, how you started in the game of soccer, freestyling, and just how you're giving back to the community. So just want to say thank you so much for coming on, and I just want to give you the chance to shout out some of your social media, any projects you got going on. So this is your time, this is your floor.
All right. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, Trixafa. You can reach me at IM_Trixafa.ent. I also got my Instagram. It's Rude Boy Tricks. I don't have a YouTube channel, but I got a lot of amazing events and stuff like that coming up. So stay tuned. If you follow me, you'll get to see some really cool stuff, and you can learn something. One of my tricks or flicks, whatever it is. So appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
And again, thank you, Dennis, for coming on. And for all those watching, Dennis, again, in my opinion, the best freestyler here in Canada. And all the links to social media, everything that he mentioned here today will be in the description. So please be sure to click those socials. Make sure you follow Dennis or Trixafa on Instagram, because if you want quality content, the most amazing skills, Dennis has got you covered.
My man. Thank you so much.
We'll catch you next episode, guys. Peace.
Thanks, Keith.